So I mentioned earlier the compassion pathway, and I wanted to take a second to talk a little bit about the complex emotional protectors that can come up. Because I could sit in my job and shame people all day, and usually what they do is this: oh, yeah, I deserve that. I totally deserve that. They get their boundary gate switched. Okay, so they open to judgment, shame, punishment by self or by others, self-hatred. You open the door to negative things. And what happens is when I try to bring in a little bit of compassion, it's a closed door. There are so many people. And then when you start to, talk through it, people sometimes feel like they're crazy. I'm like, well, no, you're not crazy. Actually, this is pretty normal. So I always like to think of compassion as an allergy shot. Your body can't handle big doses. So we just got to give one shot at a time to desensitize yourself to a good thing. So you think of an organ transplant. So same thing is sometimes your body will, or it may or may not reject a good thing. So sometimes will give medication to help your body actually be able to receive the good thing instead of shut it out. So this is what happens a lot with compassion is for whatever reason, we don't go into threat response for appropriate threats of judgment and shame and all of the crap, but we go into threat response with compassion and try to shut the door or keep it out because it feels threatening. Well, it feels threatening because for a lot of people to even hope for compassion, let alone outright ask for it growing up, it didn't go well. So if you were met with that judgment or shame, you literally learn to open your door to it. So if compassion is really hard for you to even verbalize for yourself or for other people, or you might even be like, I don't even know how to have compassion, know that that's okay. It's a process. You're going to have to go on a journey, and it doesn't happen in a day. And you're going to have appropriate emotional protectors that come up inside of you because they've been needed throughout your life because it wasn't safe to even hope for compassion. So just know that there's a process you might have to go on. And I just like to give people a heads up is just explore it. So when that happens, you don't want to beat the resistance away because it's been a friend to you. It's actually trying to keep you safe by not even hoping for it. So instead, it needs comfort, soothing, compassion. Why is that part of you had to come up so strongly? And the part of you that is desiring the compassion, comfort also needs compassion and comfort. So when you kind of recognize the different warring parts within you, just know they all need compassion, validation, and comfort. So if you notice any resistance to compassion, know that it's normal and it's going to be a journey. But when you start to be able and your heart starts to work through those boundary gates and you start to be able to just let compassion in a little bit more and a little bit more, it's incredibly healing. So that's what I hope for you today.